No one, ¿no?
Mister Pablo García para Deportes 4, usted dijo que el día del Español fue un punto de inflexión, el día del Rapid la gente en Mestalla disfrutó de una fiesta. Ahora yo le pregunto, ¿es el momento de empezar a gozar de su Valencia o keep calm todavía?
Yeah, no, I think now is the time just to keep calm. It's 2 matches. I was very clear after the game against Rapid Vienna that I was asked consistently about, is it a turning point, a tipping point? I never think of it like that. And from my point of view, I know we've got very difficult games coming up, and that football, 1 week is very different than the next. So no, I'm calm. I've enjoyed every moment of being here since I've been here, even though obviously we've had big challenges. But from my point of view, now is not a time we've got to work hard more than ever, because obviously we've got difficult games coming up. We've got a game tomorrow, we've got a game in Rapid Vienna on Thursday, then we've got a big week the following week as well. We've got 3 La Liga matches, so it's a very important time. There is no recuperation, there is no free week, and it's been like that since we came, and we've got to now really sort of focus. And obviously confidence this week, you've seen in the performance against Rapid Vienna, the confidence was the big difference in that performance from the Espanyol game, where Espanyol was obviously a very tense affair in the sense that it was obviously so the emotion was heightened in the ground, away from the ground, and from everybody. So from that point of view, I hope we can continue like we played against Rapid Vienna, because we set a very good standard in the game.
Soy Gonzalo Naya de UCF Radio. Quería preguntarle por el partido de mañana, ¿qué partido espera? El Valencia ganó en Los Cármenes en Copa, ganó 0-3. No sé si espera un partido diferente a aquel partido de Copa, y qué rival espera mañana el Granada, que también está muy necesitado.
Yes, I think if you remember the game, the fans who watched, or you that came to Granada in the Copa del Rey, will remember that we won 3-0, but it wasn't a 3-0 game. If you remember the first 30 minutes of that match, Granada were incredibly dangerous. They had many chances. Our goalkeeper had to make lots of saves, and I think from that point of view, it's a very difficult game. But tomorrow is a very different match than the one in the Copa del Rey. In the Copa del Rey, we were already 4-0 up from the first game. Tomorrow, I don't see any resemblance from the game in terms of the importance to both teams of that second leg, because the second leg, we were already in a very good position, a very strong position, whereas tomorrow is a game that's completely different meaning to it. So no, I think it'll be a very difficult game tomorrow, and obviously, yes, Granada need the points, but so do Valencia.
Hola, aquí Chema del taller deportivo de Sport You. Han sido 9 previas de partido de Liga en las que se presenta usted aquí habiendo perdido. Ahora, o habiendo perdido o no habiendo ganado, perdón. Ahora ha ganado en Liga, y no solo ha ganado en Liga, sino que el equipo ha ganado 6-0 también en Europa. ¿Cambia? ¿Nota algo diferente en el ambiente? ¿Cambia usted o hay más relajación?
I don't feel more relaxed. I've not changed in terms of my emotion from the moment that I came here. I've just tried to do the very best I can for this club, and I was disappointed that we waited so long for the first Liga win. It's not acceptable from my point of view. I didn't feel as though either we deserved to wait so long, because I thought there were 3 or 4 of those matches we could easily have won. But I think maybe a change in the last 10 days. The biggest change after Espanyol has been the confidence. You could see that on Thursday night. I know people always want to put, what is the reason why the performance happened on Thursday night against Rapid Vienna. And the only word you can use is confidence and belief, because from that point of view, what I saw on Thursday night, I've seen in training a lot over this last 2 months, and sometimes it just doesn't go for you in the match. Then confidence can be a little bit different than what it maybe would be if you were doing very well. And I think that from my point of view, I've not changed the way in which I'm working. The players have not changed. I think that what you saw on Thursday night, though, was maybe the reward of a very hard-fought victory against Espanyol last week, where it was a very passionate game, a very passionate atmosphere.
Buenas, con Cabo de teorías, si me permite 2 preguntas. La primera sería, después de la victoria contra el Español, ¿Es de los que mira la clasificación de nuevo hacia arriba o sigue mirando hacia abajo?
I don't look at the league table. I never did as a player in terms of what we're doing. As a football player, you have to try and remove these types of distractions in terms of are we looking up, are we looking down. We have to win every match. I've said that from the moment we came here, and I said 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago that I could sleep a little bit easier at night, and at times I think maybe that was reported in a sense that how can Gary Neville sleep well at night when the team are not winning and they're drawing matches or that they're losing a match? The reason being is because I can see a change in the function of the team and a change in the organisation and a change in the way in which what we're doing on the training pitch and what we're doing away from the match day is starting to work. And hopefully now, with the results that have come in the last 2 games, we can now start to enjoy our football more, because obviously when you're not winning games, it's not enjoyable from a point of view for the fans, for everybody. From my point of view, I don't change the work. I think from my point of view, I just look at the last 3 weeks and think that things have changed. I know that the Barcelona game was within that 3-week period, but that was just a massive freak of a game. Honestly, it was a massive freak, one that I don't want to go back to really. But I think any time the other side of that, Sporting Gijon, Deportivo, games like this, I could see things happening on the pitch that I started to like. Not maybe all the game, not the fact that we weren't maybe taking our chances and that we weren't getting a little bit of good fortune in front of goal, but I feel that now that I felt more confident in the last 3-4 weeks, not just the last week, that we're getting better and that things are starting to change. But football, it's all about the next game, it's all about tomorrow, it's all about Granada and how we perform in this match. It's always been the same. I don't look at league tables to determine how we're working.
Luego, quiero preguntarle, con la vuelta de jugadores como Enzo Pérez, que acaba de la lesión, y Javi Fuego, la posición de Parejo vuelve a ser más avanzada de lo que empezó Dani Parejo con usted, que está en una posición más retrasada en el centro del campo.
Yes, Danny obviously he's got a good goal scoring record. He can score goals from midfield, and I think obviously we've not scored that many goals in the last few weeks, even though I think our performances have been better. We've lacked the goals really to go towards the performances at times. I think that obviously with Enzo returning, with Javi Fuego returning, it does mean that maybe Danny can be pushed forward into those more forward areas. I think that obviously, the injury situation when I arrived at the club, but that Enzo and Javi have not been available a lot in the last 2 months. So from that point of view, I think getting the players back throughout the whole squad is important. We at the moment, as I sit here today, maybe we have one or two slight niggles with players, like little problems, but not big problems, little problems that we just need to manage. For instance, Bakali has a slight problem, and Gaia have been carrying problems for the last 2, 3, 4 weeks that we just have to manage carefully from a week-to-week basis. Obviously, Ayman Abdenor will not be with us tomorrow. He's the only real, what I would call, injury that we won't have for maybe the next 7 days, 10 days, because he had a muscle problem last week. So from that point of view, I feel that we have got a fantastic injury situation compared to the one that we had maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it allows them maybe, the likes of Danny, to move forward into different positions, and other players maybe to change positions as well.
Hola, buenas tardes. Pablo Leiva para Levante el Mercantil Valenciano. Negredo, le vemos en el mejor momento de forma desde que llegó al Valencia, y también Alcácer antes de la lesión estaba a un gran nivel y tal vez era el mejor jugador de la plantilla. ¿Se plantea un cambio de sistema en algún momento para dar entrada a los dos de inicio?
I think that Diego started last Saturday, but I think obviously didn't start against Rapid Vienna. Just to sort of manage again the fact that he's been out for such a long time. Alvaro, I'm proud of the work that the team, the medical team, the fitness team, the sports science team and the coaches have done with Alvaro, and I'm proud of the work that Alvaro's done himself, because to not play for 3 months is difficult. Same with Diego, he works very hard, and I think that in the first 4 or 5 weeks of being here, obviously with no Diego, no Enzo, no Javi Fuego, no Soso Figuli, and obviously Alvaro working his way back to fitness, that's probably the 5 most senior players in the squad that have not been available or working their way back to full fitness. So I do feel as though that all those players now are in a position whereby they can start matches. But you know the programme that we have, and it's a game every 3 days, and we have to make sure that we manage the energy of the players and make sure that they're fresh for every single match.
Buenas tardes, mister. Alex López Sanfeliu del Desmarque Valencia. Precisamente le quiero preguntar por Diego Alves y la portería. ¿Ha decidido usted cómo va a ser la gestión de la portería, si un portero va a jugar en la Liga, otro en la Europa League? Y además, si en los últimos días ha hablado usted con Jaume Domènech, porque no debe ser fácil para el que fue el mejor portero durante la primera vuelta pasar de la titularidad a la grada. Gracias.
I'm really happy that I've now got these decisions to make, in not just in the goalkeeping position but in all positions. The reason that I'm a little late for my press conference is that we're just finalising our plans. Obviously we're waiting on 1 or 2 little problems that we had since the game on Thursday, so we had to wait till today. We do as much planning as we possibly can, but in terms of me being slightly late for my press conference, it's working out the dilemmas that we now have in terms of making sure who travels, who's on the bench, who plays, how can we get a team and squad ready to go to Vienna on Thursday. Then we've got obviously Bilbao, we've got Malaga, we've got Atletico Madrid. So from that point of view, we have now got a very pleasant situation. I don't see this as being a problem. I know that it's been presented to me as a problem by you as a question over the last 4, 5, 6 weeks. I don't see this as a problem. I see this now as a situation of the one I wanted to be in, when all players are now here, ready to play for the club. That's what I wanted all along, that's what I asked for.
Sí, mister, aquí Andrés García de Superdeporte. Los jugadores, siempre que les preguntábamos, hablaban de que la necesidad que había de encadenar 2 victorias para recuperar confianza. ¿Cómo ve al futbolista ahora que ha pasado eso ya por fin? Y bueno, si cree que eso va a beneficiar para el crecimiento del equipo.
I hope so. That's what we all hope. That, you know, I think that 2 wins don't give us the comfort to sit here and say that, you know, we're ready now. We can go on and play our best football every week. I never look at it like that. I always think that now we've got to go and prove ourselves tomorrow again against Granada. We have to repeat the determination shown against Espanyol and the quality shown against Rapid Vienna. That's the message. We want that determination, spirit and fight that we had to show last week against Espanyol in a game where maybe we weren't at our best. In fact, we weren't at our best. And we want that quality in the performance and confidence and belief and freedom of expression that I saw on Thursday night in the game against Rapid Vienna. It was fantastic to watch.
Hola Gary, buenas tardes. Ignacio de Diario de Mestalla. Dijo usted el otro día respecto a no dejar entrar a la prensa a los entrenamientos, salvo cuando lo obliga la Liga de Fútbol Profesional o la Europa League, que así evitaba que los entrenadores rivales pudieran adivinar sus planes de partido. La pregunta es, ¿cómo puede un entrenador rival adivinarlo con los 15 primeros minutos que son solo para el calentamiento o se hacen rondos o poca cosa, vaya? Gracias.
Sorry, I don't understand. Okay. No, I think that there's 2 things. One, that it's not mandatory that we have to allow the press in, but I want the press to come in. I think when you have 3 matches a week, I think that you have access 3 times a week the day before the game, and you have also the access on the day of the game to speak to the players, to speak to me and to actually obviously film the team, no problem. So if you look at this week, for instance, now we've got Granada tomorrow, so you're here today. Wednesday you'll see us, Thursday you'll see us Saturday, you'll see us Sunday. So in the next 8 days you'll have seen us 6 times. There's only 2 days you're not seeing us. I'm asking just for 2 days grace, really. I don't think it's too much to ask. I don't think it's abnormal. And in respect of the question around the tactics, you know, I do like, you'll have seen this I think, I don't like to use a warm-up the first 15 minutes just to sort of go and do a little jog around the pitch till you leave. I like to go straight into back 4 work. I like to go into 2 groups where the team of strikers that are going to play or the team of forwards that are going to play work straight away. So today obviously, you know, we'll change it around slightly, but what I mean is that I like personally as a coach that when we go out onto the training pitch, we work straight away on things that are relevant from the warm-up onwards. I don't see the warm-up as being a jog around the pitch. I see the warm-up as being something that works towards our team performance, whether that be back four movements, whether that be team movements, attacking patterns, or whatever it might be. So I agree with you in some ways, but when you have three games a week and we allow 3 open training sessions and we allow obviously 3 match days, I think that's more than enough. I mean, I'm willing to discuss this with you privately, the 4 or 5 people who really have a problem with this, but I don't think we're preventing too much. I think we're just trying to sort of look at it and be fair and say, do you need to come in every single day? I'm not sure that happens at other clubs. Maybe it does. You can tell me and we can discuss it maybe off camera. Okay?
Muy bien,
Thank you.
gracias.